Alright, well hello everyone, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We are day 2 in the new office, recording. I can't wait to play. I have respect our squad, by the way. I have respect the squad, at least some of them, so I'm going to show you that when we get into the game. I'm just keeping an eye over here on the bit rate. This morning, I was streaming some Heroes of the Storm and had massive issues at the start with actually getting the stream up and running. The internet was really dodgy. So it's still a bit dodgy. Now, when I hit the play button today, we were running at like 2/3 of the stream. We're back up to where we should be, but I'll try to keep an eye on it. We might have to take a pause, take a break, if the bitrate dies, because the stream quality will go down quite a bit visually. It isn't too important because it's fairly turn-based here, but it's important still a little bit, nonetheless. So, let's take a look at what I did with the squad. Adair is still the exact same, didn't respec him. I'm pretty happy with where he is. Actually, I should point out, so I went into the respec, and what we can do is it sets you back to level 1. So you can re-choose all of the abilities, the talents, and the skills that you've gotten. With our main character, we're able to change our attributes as well, but we can't do that with our squad mates, so we can't tweak their attributes to change how they are. But yeah, that's just fine. So I've left him the same. I think he's been kicking ass. He's been fantastic. So I think we'll leave Adair where he was. I did respec Kana. So Kana, I've now gone a bit more less into lore. I just left his lore at 4, which is still pretty good. I actually gave him a bunch of athletics. He's got, oh yeah, I gave him up to 5 athletics. So he is on the front line. So this will give him a really good second wind. It's going to restore 50 endurance now. And then putting some stuff into survival for him as well. Hopefully we can unlock some new bonuses. Yeah, then I'll give him some lore. He's going to be pretty vague. He's going to be just pretty combat based, I think, in terms of his skills there. I think it should be totally fine. I did not respec our priest. No, I left the priest the exact same. I'm still not entirely sure what to do with the priest. I've switched him back to his reach weapon. But I'm not quite sure what to do with him, to be honest with you. Sagani, I did respec, actually quite a bit. I've given her loads of survival, so I'm really curious to see how all of this stuff is going to work. And we might give her then some athletics after that, a bit of second wind, endurance. We can maybe give her some lore to use a couple of scrolls. I don't know about that, we'll see. Yeah, loads of survival for her. And then I did respec her. I took all of the same abilities. So she still has Stalker's Link. She still has Marked Prey. What I gave her that's new, though, is I was able to switch her 2 talents. She previously had her Loyal Companion and then a weapon focus on peasant weapons. So I switched those out to Vicious Companion, which is 15% and 3 Dior bypass on her companion, on the wolf. And then Merciless Companion, which is basically rogue sneak attack. For the wolf, it does 30% more damage when it sneak attacks. So when it hits a target that's flanked or blinded or stunned or whatever it is, or prone. So that should make her wolf actually do a lot more damage. And I think it's okay to get rid of the weapon specialization, just so we can give her whatever ranged weapons we want. I mean, kind of focus it in. I probably will keep her with the hunting bows, but we can always change our mind. Switch things around. I kind of like the idea of being a bit more flexible at the start. He's got absolutely tons of accuracy anyway. Winston's not too happy to be in here. Let's give Winston a little bit of love. We get some Winston on the camera. There he is. Who's a good duck? Who's a good duck? I can't get the best angle here. Oh, you're a good boy. He wants to get out. This is his first day in the cabin. So it's taking a bit of adjustment, isn't it, buddy? I'll have to spend some time today. It'll be a bit of a slower stream. I'll have to spend some time playing with him, talking to him. There should be other people home in like about 20 minutes or so. So I'll be trying to keep an eye on my phone to see when they're back, and then I can bring him out so they can play with him and give him. Yeah, trying to get him used to being in here in the cabin. He's not used to being kind of cooped up. He's used to having a whole house to run around in and play in. And we'll see how he gets used to it. But yeah, that's what I've done with her. Why is her intellect so low? She does not have... That's a bug. She has 5 base intellects? That wasn't the case last time I looked. 10, 15, 15, 12. That's definitely a bug. Last time I looked, she had 13 intellect. That's super strange. That's super strange. Anyway, for me, I did respec myself. And this is the respec I'm probably most happy with. So I fixed our stats from the start of the game. I haven't really made any large changes. I've kept them pretty much the same. What I did do is I knocked resolve down to a base of 9. And then we have +1 from our background. So by default, we're gonna have 10 resolve now. We were at 11 before because I had 10 base, and then we got a bonus from our background. So I fixed that. We now have just 10. We have +1 from one of our items. And I gave an extra +1 into perception, which is more accuracy, which I think is well worth it. So yeah, just this tiny little tweaks here and there in terms of those base stats. Nothing too big. I'm still focused mostly on lore for me, for the conversations and for the role-playing stuff. And then I'm going to put the rest a little bit into athletics, and then some more stuff into survival, mostly into survival. Yeah, we had 1 base, so I have 1 in athletics. That's okay. We get 1 from cipher. Yeah, and then 1 from cipher, 1 from that. Basically put points into survival to try to unlock, like, consumable duration or bonus versus flanked enemies could be really, really strong. Now, what I've also done is taken a couple of different abilities. So at level 1, I don't have antipathetic bond anymore. I decided that's a bit too awkward to use. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. We never really used it at all. In fact, I think both times that I have tried to use it, I've ended up wrecking my own teammates. So I've taken Mind Wave instead. So this is, we hit a single target for a small bit of raw damage. That's fine. But the big deal is that it will do a big cone AoE behind that target, which will knock down any enemies for 4.4 seconds if it hits. So I thought that would be really good for crowd control. And it's probably something we'll use a lot more than antipathetic shield. I also changed our level 2 spells because we weren't using most of them either. We still have mental binding, which is, you know, just the best. I've now grabbed a phantom foes, just like a 30-second debuff in an area, which will basically make our enemies flanked all the time, and also frightened. I'm not sure how useful the frightened will be because our chanter is applying frightened quite a lot. But it will kind of frighten some of the guys at the back. And crucially, at least while we have this particular setup, the whole flanked thing, it makes it easier for them to be hit because they're flanked, which is nice. And it will proc all the wolf stuff and, you know, the flanking bonuses. I want to get the, like, rogue sneak attack for me as well. So I think it should be pretty nice. Then I also took Recall Agony. So this would be really good for killing a single target. That's a real problem. 30% of all damage will be reapplied, right? So we slap this on somebody, they're going to take a whole bunch of damage. It'll help us kill those bosses much, much easier, I hope. So that's what I've grabbed. I mean, we might change some of this stuff around a little bit, perhaps, again. And then I still have Puppet Master, and I still have Ecto Psychic Echo. Nothing changed there, and the talents are the same. And I didn't change our Wizard either. So, yeah, that's basically where we're at. In terms of gear, I swapped this around a little bit. So he's using his scepter now because I think it looks cooler. We've got the sword and the door on Adair. I also gave him some medium armor because he's been pretty survivable. So I want to see if we can up his attacks maybe a little bit. Get a bit more damage out because he's surviving everything just fine. I also gave people quick items, so we probably won't use them. We've got the flail and a really nice small shield and some rings and stuff on Kana, so he should be pretty tough at the front. I've switched Durance back to a reach weapon, and I think a reach weapon is actually the perfect thing on him because he's doing all of these AoEs that come out from him personally. So if he's in the middle with a reach weapon, his AoEs can heal the front line and then also hopefully heal our back line as well. So I think that's probably the best position to have a priest in. But that might change. Maybe we'll give him a ranged weapon and move him a bit more closer to the front, perhaps. But I think it's kind of tough because he's got so much resolve, giving him deflection and things like that. He's got weird stats. But I think the reach weapon does make the most sense for now. So we're gonna stick with that. We could probably enchant it to be like fine. That might be worth doing, actually. There's a pretty good staff. reach and then bonus burn damage. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. That'll save us some money. She's still using her bow. That's fine and dandy. I'm using the crossbow. I do want to get myself a pistol. I think that would be just cool. Or like another gun. I don't know. I want to play with guns. I like the idea of our character's real smart, right? So we're just like, yeah, we're just going to shoot you. It makes sense. And yeah, we're still the same over here. Yeah, that's basically where we're at. You got like grapples and stuff for different people. I think it'd be kind of fun. And yeah, that's where we're at basically. So there we go. All right, everything's sorted, hopefully. What are we up to now? So, I think we just keep exploring the town. That's like what we're up to next, isn't it? Keep on exploring the old town here. I mean, I might respect more people as we go a little bit further as well. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. Like I said, with Durance, I'm not really sure exactly how I want them to be spec'd. And also, I suppose, once we find... I think there's probably a few more party members we could pick up. Once we find them... world map's over there. Let's look at Lumdala's house, I guess. Real nosy, just break in everywhere. But yeah, once we have settled on like our primary party, we can maybe tweak our skills and stuff so we synergize well with each other. But I think we've got a pretty nice setup here for now. We can see like this is like slightly tweaked to make space for our doggo. Good doggo. There. Let's house invade. Hang on 1 second, guys. Did get a message here. Okay, great. So we're bringing him just asleep. Boy, good boy. That's right. Have a rest there, what? Good boy. Okay. The painting depicts the famous scene from The Light of Dawn in which the traveler and the ghost happen upon a starving man. The chat says hello to you, doggy.
You have acquired a follower.
Oh, instant followers. Zertalk, welcome. We have a Winston fan in the house. For some reason this is not robbing. I really do think that stealing is like, if we get seen, I think if there's no one to see. Oh, look at this. Unlocking this will require the proper key. That's interesting. So we'll be back here at some stage. Cool. Yeah, my goal for today is to just explore the town. Find all the side quests and things like that. Heroes of the Storm tier list. Yeah, I will probably update that. Maybe. Just in case there's a patch tomorrow.
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them, never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
That's gas. Yeah, I'll probably wait to see if there's a patch today, and then I'll do the tier list once I know there's not going to be any changes like in a day or two. That sounds like a plan to me. Alright, let's see what's in here. This is stealing. Build tea, empty ink pots, and one detailed sketch of a fire-breathing dwarf. All that remain of a long study session. Friend, hello. Stealing as well. Who are you, sir?
Hail, traveler.
Hail, traveler. By Wales' eyeless face, you're one short ogre. But why are you green? How are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Oh my god. No, let's change. I'm going to change his voice here. 1 second. Zertalk in chat though saying, I like old school RPGs. I like you. That simple. Keep it up, bro. Thank you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Well, by Wales' eyeless face, dude. You're one short ogre. But why are you green? How are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Let me guess, you smoked a lot of white leaf. Did you get your hands on some snowcap? Claps his hands, laugh. Snowcap! Snowcap! Well, so few people know about Snowcap, bro. Much less ogres. He beams at you, nods his head. Yeah! You're a scrivener. He nods. Yeah! I'm a scrivener! I read books. I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like a sweet pie. Perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly I eat them. Woohoo! Alright, great. Tell me about the dormitory. It's where the scriveners who work at the Hall of Revealed Mystery sleep. I'm a scrivener. This place smells like old stockings. Show me what you have for sale. Dude. So Snowcap. Oh boy. Immunity to confused. I'm not sure if that actually is true. Defense against charmed attacks. Defense against dominated. Okay, so yeah. Snowcap mushrooms are known to be dangerous, for improperly treated samples are akin to poison. Once properly prepared, however, they can propel individuals into a trance-like state in which, it is claimed, many have received visions and portents of significance. The mushrooms feature primarily in important Glanfathan rituals. The elders hold the secrets behind their safe yield. We can buy herbs here if we need to. Maybe worth considering. In fact, let's take a quick look at our weapons we might want to enchant. We got enchants on that, that's fine. This is... Yep, it is enchanted. We could put a slaying thing on it, might not be bad. I think we want to enchant this as a fine weapon. And we have the stuff we need. Let's do that, make his staff a lot better. Good call. This one... That's right, we would like to get fine on it for a bit more damage. We could do that. That might be worth doing. I could enchant a pistol. I think we'll wait to find a fine pistol. And we'll be okay. Keck's the voice actor. Bro! Alright guys, I'm sorry if you're watching the VOD. You're going to be missing for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go bring poor old doggo back inside to see the family-o. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just going to bring the dog back because people are back from work. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hey, Shadow Moon. Welcome back. I have... Oh, by the way, look at this. This is like the biggest cup of tea. Like, this is my head. This is my hand. This is the cup. This is huge. It is a bucket of tea. So we're well stocked up now. We're well stocked up. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, boys. Let's go. Let's explore this place some more. Sturdy bunks are topped with thin blankets and even thinner mattresses. Bunch of scriveners in here. Alright. Looks like that's pretty much everything that's going on. Let's just take a peek around here. There's just a bunch of scriveners. A bunch of stuff we could steal. A rancid stench rises from the basin. The dishes at the top of the pile are flecked with morsels of meat and cheese. Those at the bottom are coated in a slimy fuzz. Oh my god, that's disgusting! These scholars not too good at keeping the place clean. Bit too high for that, perhaps. Alrighty, cool. That's an interesting little place there. That's an interesting place there, huh? What do you guys think about the webcam position? Like, we've had this is the second day. I think it's a nice idea, but what do you guys think? I'm definitely looking for feedback in terms of the webcam. Historian, huh? Where are we at now? We could go to the first fires or the Hall of Revealed. Let's have a look at the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, shall we? See what's happening over there. If anything. You guys think it's fine, not too distracting? That's good. Yeah, I hoped it was kind of small enough that the ads makes the videos a bit more personable, but shouldn't get too distracting.
All these pages serve no better use than fuel for the fire.
Wow. I have a very high opinion of this place.
Well met, friend.
The woman barely glances up from the tomes at the table as you approach. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind you keep your voice down. This is still a temple after all, and Grimdad doesn't tolerate disorder. This is a temple? Looks like a library. Her eyes grow wide and round. That's because it is! Whale is the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. She raises her hand to the rows of shelves. Its guidance comes from the understanding of the unknown and the protection of hidden knowledge. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries was built to celebrate that. To think there's such a place in the Deerwood. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit upon these shelves? Fascinating. Isn't it? Temples dedicated to Whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. They use that knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. Anything else? Oh, who's this Grimda? He speaks reverently. Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing anyway. You probably should tread lightly around her today. Wonder why. Tell me about yourself, Fexa. She throws her broad shoulders back. Oof. I am a scrivener and a devotee of Whale. It's my duty to look after our records and resources. Her chest swells with pride. Farewell, Fexa. It's been nice talking to you. Alright. We got some priests of Whale. We got stuff we could steal. Let's not rob from the priests. The books on these shelves cover the history and mythology of Old Valia. I'd like to learn more about Valia. Records of books borrowed and returned to fill the cubbyhole. Valia sounds interesting. I'm not sure exactly what it is about. Symbols on these pages writhe and shift. They're dizzying to look at. These titles still all refer to Glanfathan mathematics and advanced geometry. How lovely. More scriveners around the place. Travels of Errol of Levi, 266. 662. Something. There's Grimda. With a big eye in the back. Keep searching. The obscured leave clues for those who seek. Impossibly, the painted eye seems to move whenever you turn your back. That's creepy. Grimda.
Hail and well met.
Elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as a walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. She shoots the nearest robed figure a withering glare. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. Well, what are they looking for? Well, maybe I could find it. She sizes you up, stroking your chin. And I could trust you to bring it back, I suppose. She scowls at the robed priest again. You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot, anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of Whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden, a secret of the 100 Visions. Her wiry eyebrows arch over her spectacles. The guards caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse on the road to Deerford. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Whale rewards the persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of Whale? There's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. What else do you need? No simple geometry yet. Simple geometry. Tell me about yourself, Grimda. I am the High Archivist of Hall of Revealed Mysteries. I'm too old and too busy to be bothered with inane questions. Even just one or two? Oh. I'd like to know more about Whale. Her smile reveals a row of crooked teeth. That's the rub, isn't it? Whale is the god of things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 Visions one sees, the more one has yet to discover. Though we often call Whale he who sees and is not seen, it is neither male nor female. To assign any definitive characteristic to Whale is to miss another essential part of its divinity. The 100 Visions? A term of reverence for Whale's many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. I like the sound of this Whale. I like Whale. Whale sounds great. I had questions about the missing scroll. Ask? Perception 15. Seems odd a few burglars manage to steal from a place like this. She huffs and squares her shoulders. Some secrets Whale keeps even from me. There might be more to this than first meets the eye. What's so special about the scroll? Whale is the god of secrets. If I told you that, I'd cheapen it, wouldn't I? It's a parable, the kind that nourishes the inquisitive mind and poisons the foolish. Tell me what you know about the thieves. Very little, except that they were foolish enough to believe they could steal from the god of secrets. That, and they were fleeing to a farmhouse. How should I handle them? However you can. Kill them, rob them, leave them. Makes no difference to me. I'll consider it one of Whale's mysteries. Alright, great. I'll return with the scroll. Nice, okay, I like that. I like her a lot, and I like Whale, man. I might become a devotee to Whale. He seems cool. Space Monkey Entertainment says, Whale is my favorite of the gods. Such a troll, but you'll see. Interesting, I can't wait. I do like the sound of him a lot. He's a bit of a trickster, eh? Mysterious, secretive. I think that's definitely the kind of thing that I'd be interested in learning more about. We'll definitely do that quest. Well, I think we'll explore the rest of the city first. First Fires, Catacombs, Brackenbury, World Map. Let's go to First Fires. That sounds pretty cool. First Fires, right in the center. 15 minutes. Sure. I miss having Winston here now. But soon it's all empty. Empty. Okay. I spent so much time holding the tab button down, it's kind of ridiculous. It does cause a bit of lag, at least it did in the last zone. St. Gyron's Horn. I should probably do some crafting, right? Maybe we'll do that in the next stream later today. Probably take a break in an hour or two. And then we might do some crafting after that. Stones of this ancient tower have been blackened by centuries-old fires. Surrounded by a patch of wildflowers, it looks like a memorial. A memorial to the first fires. Oh, that's why it's called the first fires. This place is pretty small, actually. These guys are definitely backer dudes. I think they've got like a special colored name. Up here we've got the Ducal Palace. Oh, hang on. There's the Temple of Wodica. We need to go to the Temple of Wodica. The Ducal Palace seems like a pretty big... Oh, look, this is actually in a ruin. Double check why I need to go to Wodica. I don't remember. I think it's for Adair.
Well, this would be our Church of Wodica. Dear ones. Probably the first thing we burned during the Revolution.
Praise to the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail.
Whoa.
Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ghost hovers in the middle of the rune, reciting blessings and prayers. Even as the spirit's form shifts and swirls, it retains the face of an elderly man in robes that mark wealth and status. It turns to you. Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugford III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Wodica's house of worship. I was told I'd find the Temple of Wodica here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
He gestures to an impassable pile of rubble. Great. Tell me where I find the entrance to the catacombs. I think we saw that in the last map, right?
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
Okay, great. What are you doing here?
Worshipping Wodica, the exiled queen and Oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
Oh, you're a ghost, right? Well, I'd like to know more about Wodica.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Wodica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Wudaka is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
Great, so better not cross this one. No, you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
Serious, just look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Alright, see you, dude. Oh my god, Sakani draws up next to you. You alright? Looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a minute. Feels that way when I see into the ether. He watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Excuse me. Usually such individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. She cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search of something great, but even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer her up, so I just let her. Thanks, Ader. Thanks, Ader. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get her to tell you what the spirit said. Thanks. Yeah, alright. So this was a quest never far from the queen. Oh, is this the main? Oh, this is actually our main quest. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. That's cool. This is actually the main quest. So we just kind of walked right into that. So we need to go to the catacombs. Alright, cool. Other stuff we got to do the Parable of Whale, get the scroll back. Okay, that's not urgent. We do need to find the breastplate, which we have in Crucible Keep. That's right. That's right. We stopped a plot by some thieves by accident. We'll have to look into that. Long hunt. Go to some cliffs. We don't know where those are. The master below. That's back in our base. Time and Tide. Runes beneath Caed Nua. We'll go back to our base soon and do that. The Trial of Endurance. That's fine. And this one. He wants to go to the Records Archive. Yeah. We need to find the Records Archive here in Defiance Bay. That's what we're looking for with him. Gotcha. Well, we'll look in these ruins a little bit first. No harm. Weeds go thick and full, untroubled by the passage of Kith. Ruin. Of course it is. Ghost is just gonna chill there. Over here we've got the Valia Embassy, Andra's Gift, Heritage Hill, the Ducal Palace. It's Lane Grapplewind.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Durance is a real cheery fellow, isn't he? Alien Embassy. Let's take a look inside the old embassy, eh? Then we might go to the Ducal Palace. Hajakal says, hi Nubkex, may I ask something not pillars related? Yes, sure. I try to avoid that, because people always ask stuff that's not relevant to the game you're playing, but this will be fine. Are you a person, or are you a vision?
Greetings.
He's a real person, I believe. Vicente Agosti. I wonder what do the coloured names mean? I haven't quite worked that out yet. What can this humble servant of the Republics do for you? Excuse me. Tell me about the Valian Republics. They are rich in all ways, in wealth, in style, and culture. If you were to go to the Republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. He's a great ambassador. I'm here because the Sangreta Ducala wishes it. When my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Salona. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. What do you do here? As the Valian ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with the Deerwood remains strong and profitable. Farewell, Sir Ambassador. These guys seem very wealthy. These postings show current prices for a range of commodities, and they track the running exchange rate for the Valian Luska. A bunch of diplomats. Another bookshelf we can rob. Lovely.
A simple test. That's settled.
That would be stealing. I'm such a good person. I wonder if there's like really good loot that we've missed out on from not stealing. Perhaps. Spread across the tables are the blueprints of an in-progress trade deal between a merchant company from the Republics and a Dear Wooden Wirewool collective. We're just going to casually make our way in here.
A simple test.
Yeah, pick the lock.
That's settled.
Bunch of XP. It's fine. The flag depicts a symbol of Valian Republics, a ship sailing beneath 5 radiant suns. Alright, nothing much actually happening in here. At least not yet. I imagine we'll be back. Imagine we'll be back. Jockle says, wasn't able to find out your live stream times on YouTube. Would you be so kind as to tell me, and hope I might catch you there too? Yes, so I normally stream at 12 p.m. BST. It's like British Standard Time.
You must have seen some amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranga Nui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
But yeah, I normally stream at 12 p.m. BST. And then I pop over here to Twitch to stream after that. This place is just filled up with people now. Up here, this goes to Heritage Hill. Sounds pretty cool. Let's go visit the Duke, shall we? I imagine we're not going to get very far in here, but no harm in looking. So I stream every weekday. Yeah. I stream on Twitch at the weekend oftentimes, not on YouTube. There's the proper key, I see. Stealing? I mean, we could be a total jerk and just steal everything. Oh, hello, Sidley. Welcome to the Ducal Palace.
Hey.
Well met, friend.
The young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the comings and goings around her with quiet attention. Any news to share? You're just here to see the Ducal Palace. What's the Ducal Palace? It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadret declared freedom from Ediran rule some 150 years ago. He lowers her voice and grins. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in this city. Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversations in the taverns than try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Looking for news? Who are you? I'm Paige here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay is not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. What goes on in here? She laughs. Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magran, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. Tell me about the Shrine of Magran. Maybe our priest would be interested in that. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Apologies. Han the Man 88 says, hey Nubkex, any tips for combat in this game? I love Baldur's Gate 2. Tried to come over but found it a lot harder. Yeah, definitely the game is quite tough in terms of combat. I think the main thing that we've learned so far is that crowd control is like insanely important. Because it's, you know, your chance to hit isn't really that high, but when you crowd control stuff, it makes them easier to hit, or it makes them harder for them to hit you. So that's kind of the big thing I feel in this game so far, is that getting good CC on the enemies is like probably the key to winning. It feels like the game is really focused in on crowd control, disables, debuffs, that sort of stuff is like very, very important here, as opposed to just doing raw damage, which isn't that effective. So make sure you got some CC, good CC with your team, good buffs on your team, and good debuffs on the enemies would be my main tips from what I've seen anyway. Now tell me about the Shrine of Magran. It's a symbol of Magran's protection of Defiance Bay. He's represented the revolutionary spirit of the Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. That's also where the first of the sacred fires burn, but Firga, the tranquil ardent, has trouble keeping them lit. What kind of records are stored here? Oh, the records. This might be where a deer wants to go. Mostly dull official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now, I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half the records. Oh, worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar has been meeting with some of the city's leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. A lot of the talk concerns animancy, so that's good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. The legacy? Waidwin's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the Rash of Hollowborn. The theory goes that it's punishment for meddling in animancy. Why is animancy so controversial? Where to begin? The traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. It doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves olding Within relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Erglan Fath. She makes a quick twitching motion with her index and middle fingers, like some sort of like wording symbol against the elves? Against magic?
You have acquired a follower.
Draco Devil, thank you for following. What are Hollowborn? You really are fresh from the road. Well, we know this stuff already. I just want to recap. Hollowborn are children born without souls. They often don't live for very long, and those that do generally receive some kind of treatment from the animancers. Interesting. I didn't know that they died very quickly. They could be treated. That's new. So we do get some new info sometimes, and I think it's also worth finding out more about the cultures and the people we're talking to. Even if we know the answers, seeing the answers that they give can be pretty insightful, right? What do you think about animancy? Me? I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spent every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. Breaks your heart, but there's usually nothing we can do for them. We had something about the Gift ages ago, didn't we? And I didn't know what the gift was. And this is the gift, but now I can't remember what the thing was. I might have to read through our notes and stuff that we've been picking up. Space Monkey says, it's still very early in the game. I haven't explored the depths of combat that far yet. That's true. You don't want to spoil the fun of tinkering around with spells and setups. That's great. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, the fewer spoilers we get, the best. So, that's awesome. Ask about something else. Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our Dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Right, goodbye. You actually had a lot of good info. And that's the way out again, isn't it not? I believe so. Most bright Magran, transform us with your flame. Stone figure of a warrior raises her gazes towards her raised hand. It's empty, but the palms and fingers are blackened. Cool. So our priest is a priest of Magran, so he might have something to say to her. We'll see.
Well met, friend.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magran, and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? You seem upset. What's wrong? Shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Only symbols? Is that why you're so distressed? No, I just... I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. What does that mean? It's my devotions and prayers that kept them lit, but lately when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city, the grieving families, the refugees. How could Magran allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Durance grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity? From trial and test? Fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services. And Magran is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magran's womanly heat. Durance is pretty intense. Pretty intense. This is shaking your faith? She nods, running her hands through her hair. But I believe Magran may be speaking to me again. He frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. Okay. Lately I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash to the earth. She raises her hands as if framing an image of her vision. And behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest though, I don't know what I'd even do if I found the place. Worthless like so many of Magran's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Magran speaks to her, it is to hasten an end of a hypocrite's life. This vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Jeez, Durance. I'd like to know more about the temple here. Magran is the most revered goddess among us dear Woodens, so it's no surprise that her temple is part of the ducal palace. Her fire symbolizes trials, revolutions, and the blazing of new paths, all of which are important to us. This is the first of the sacred pyres. When this is lit, so are the rest around the city. Something else? What's the significance of these sacred pyres? They symbolize Magran's power and guidance, and right now the people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. Our neighbours in the Valian Republic see us as superstitious. We're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Goodbye then. Yeah, new quests, Cinders of Faith. We'll have to investigate that for sure. What's up this way? The Hall of Records, that's where we want to go. That would be stealing. Let's not steal right in front of these gods. Records Keeper, this is all stealing. Indeed it is. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Taciturn man with greying hair pours over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes, is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for some militia records from the time of the Saints' War for Adair here. Trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will towards the Red Serens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came here to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things might be different, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. Come a long way. Just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I've heard such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Farewell. Okay, so we got to come back after helping people out here a bit more. Well, we've picked up a few quests that we can do, so that's okay. We've got plenty of things that we can do to help out. So no worries. So no worries. One thing I might do actually. Can I set up my... I'm trying to think in terms of my main character. Can I set it up so that I always shoot?
I'm here.
Like... Yeah, AI won't use any spells, but I'll just auto-attack stuff. That sounds great. There we go. Alright, nice. So then with our full group, we're all AI enabled. I was thinking that, we could just set up an AI so that we'll just shoot stuff automatically. So we'll be generating focus no matter what. We'll go back to Copper Lane. We could check out Heritage Hill. Andre's Gift. Let's go to Heritage Hill. That sounds good. Heritage Hill, everyone. Yeah, I don't want my I want to micro all of my own spells, and most of the wizard stuff, but the rest is fine. Yeah, let's unlock all of these. So we'll go to Heritage Hill, then Andre's Gift, then Brackenbury, back to Copper Lane, and keep our quest going like that. It might be a good idea to visit the Madmer Bridge as well, unlock that. 15 minutes to Heritage Hill, that's just fine. Okay. I was thinking as well we might want to set up some weapons to target different... Best turn around, traveler. Heritage Hill is closed. Why?
Welcome.
The guard holds up a palm. Sorry, this district's closed by order of the Duke himself. What's going on in there? They look at each other. Look, even if I were allowed to tell you, I don't rightly know. All I can say is, whatever it is, started about 2 months ago. The guards that closed the gate talked of something unnatural that still wakes them in the middle of the night. I don't want to know any more than that. Is there anything else? How can I get inside? Trust me, you don't want to. If you're really set on seeing this for yourself, I suppose you'd have to get permission from Waila, the keep of the First Fires. Oh, farewell. Interesting. Back to First Fires. Back to First Fires. Right then. I need to raise my monitor slightly. Instead of being able to sit up and watch it, I'm like stooped. Hurting my back. I'll fix that tonight. So was there another temple here? Ah, there we go. There's Crucible Keep. I was thinking there was somewhere else that we're missing. Crucible Keep was actually down there. Maybe in that sense it's a good thing we came back here. We can check out the Crucible Keep. That's why it's kind of hard to see. You can't rotate the camera, right? Where's our group at? Bunch of dudes are running past. Man, that sword is so cool. Alien Diplomat. Commoners. Oh, we didn't put a raid for tonight in World of Warcraft? Yeah, actually, you could set that up, Uter Boy. If you can. Into Crucible Keep. Excellent. To inquire about a suit of armor. For some dude. Okay. Vistakar Aldmar. What business brings you to the keep?
Good day, stranger.
Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you've recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep, so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back making plans, as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem, if you're the praying type. Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. We're the first organized militia to oppose the Diran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row. What's this about Dunrid Row? This is a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish we were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is you should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? Seems like an extreme position to take. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. Well, there you go. That's political commentary if ever there was one. People don't like Orlans, huh? This is the training room. Let's have a look in here. There's Wyla. Need to deal with Heritage Hill. Hello, I can help. The Justiciar's gaze flicks over you as briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched their limit. Between the refugee influx and mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? Well, what do you do here first? I'm in charge of the keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. They're good soldiers. They've been quick to adapt to new challenges. If there's nothing else, I must attend to my duties. Something wrong at Heritage Hill. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. Just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out, I could look into it. He steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? Trained knights have nothing on me. If people are disappearing, someone's got to figure out what's happening to them. You're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. If you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Excellent. Hey, we're in. We are in. We are in. Tell me about Heritage Hill. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago, the residents all went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. Never seen anything like it. Now, every novitiate that stands guard there, every one that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and groans of unspeakable horrors. She holds up one plate-clad finger. The why and the how are the questions for the animancers. I seal the districts in hopes of containing whatever happened there. Seems to be working. For now. Farewell. Awesome. Okay. Okay, great. So we can get into Heritage Hill now. I didn't think that would be so easy. But awesome. That's awesome. This is a real big keep they got. We've got a shrine, the war room, the barracks, the forge, the archives. Okay, let's go to the shrine first. Actually, just take this. Lovely. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Huh. Sounds interesting. We can also just take the altar. Nothing there. This is the symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. Okay. Let's visit the war room.
We just don't have the manpower. Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Gosh. Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Oh, we could be really harsh about this. If any way I can help, I know how to handle myself. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Vianna lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't had the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory, see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is the area of his expertise anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor that if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. There's something else I can do for you. I don't know, do we want to get... Will this work? Will this work? They're trying to make some sort of forge soldiers with animancy. It could get a bit dark. I mean, he's got good intentions, clearly, but it could get a bit dark and dangerous. You're in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and to keep order for the Duke. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hadrat's day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunrid Rowe can certify that many of our officers come from good Deerwooden fighting stock. Now, we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's becoming more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? Oh, they're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they've no patience for law and order. That kind of seems legitimate, but yeah, I don't know. I am legit, though, concerned about the animancy. I am concerned. I think they might be onto something there, but yeah, they're also not respecting that it is a big city that needs to be policed, and yeah. Tell me about these enterprising families. House Dominal, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch Gedmar has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him. He hasn't been too happy about that. See. Something else I can do for you? Goodbye. We have to go to the Scrivener's dormitory. Cool. I think we can pick these locks. The document estimates the flow of refugees over the past 3 months. Figures grow by the week, so loads of refugees.
Test.
I might as well lockpick this, why not?
That's settled.
Grab the old XP, thank you. This is not stealing.
I can do that. That's
This is free.
settled.
Why is this one not stealing but the others are? Edict of Arrest. This edict calls for the arrest of Yorn, whose recent actions have led to the death of a knight of the Crucible. It requests reporting any information to Justiciar Aldmar. It's signed Commander Cliver. Okay. Find Yorn. Cool, we got a quest from that. It pays to explore. What's this? This map shows the environs surrounding Defiance Bay. Flags mark strategic access points to the city. I wonder if the city's going to be attacked and we have to defend it. That'd be kind of cool. You know, horrible, everyone's going to die kind of way. Painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Adira ships sail away. Hey, nice one. Alrighty then. Archives. This is a record of active patrols and reported crimes in Andra's gift. The latter far outnumbers the former. Wonderful. Penhelm's affidavit. Curran, a cipher duly appointed and employed by Dunrid Row, does hereby certify that novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influences or tainted essence. The scroll is stamped with the seal of Dunrid Row and signed by both Penhelm and Curran. Alright, that's our thing for the Rogue Knight.
I can do that.
Don't mind me, just
That's
taking your
settled.
stuff, taking all your chests. No big deal, no big deal. Let's go this way. So this is the barracks. Let's look at the barracks. How's our stronghold doing, actually? Nothing new to report. We're still building, are we? 21 hours and the main keep will be built. Lovely.
I can do that. That's
I really
settled.
would have
A
expected them to
simple
be
test.
kind of, you know,
That's I
more
can
bothered
do
by
that.
us taking locks.
That's settled. A simple test.
But no one seems to care about us unlocking everything.
That's settled.
Bunch of free XP. Thick grime cakes the bottom of the tub. The towel hanging from the side gives off an awful stench. Ugh. Disgusting. That is disgusting. Dunstan. Tongs, hardies, hammers, fullers, and punch tools hang from the wall. They feel heavy and sturdy, but their flame-darkened surfaces testify to frequent use. Tongues of flame lick at the forge, hissing with smoke as hot as a dragon's breath.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Commander Cleaver said you're working with an animancer to build forged knights.
So much for his talk of secrecy. Aye, I'm building Cleaver's metal warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
How are you creating these forged knights? Suits of armor and souls. Cleaver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we can fill them with some poor sod's essence. Wipes his shining brow. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing the armor with the soul won't be that hard. That's not what bothers me. You disagree with Cleaver about the forged knights? I disagree with him and near about everything, and this is no exception. These forged knights won't solve our manpower problem. He can call them what he wants, but they aren't knights. Doesn't take Itumak's nose to smell the trouble here. A group that can't stand together is headed for a fall. Folds his arms and looks towards the ground. Don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he's bought to power the forged knights. Cleaver keeps telling himself that they came from willing donors, but he knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through less than legal channels. We should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. This sounds really dodgy. You need Viana's research to complete them. He's been working on a method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process just right is critical. Holds up one hand. Bind the soul too tightly and you get something like those flesh constructs at the sanitarium. Barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. He raises his other hand. Bind them too loosely, they'll be too self-aware for their own good. Mad killers in metal bodies. Yeah, this is gonna go badly. If only. God, that's gonna go bad. I mean, we can get the research, but maybe we should destroy it. Like, I don't see anything good of coming of these Forge Knights. It's just, it sounds so bad. What do you do here?
I'm a Forge Master. I'm a Master Smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Cool. Tell me about the Knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodrick's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwood's heroes of old. Other than Dunred Rowe, who really knows about any of that, though? Goodbye. Interesting. Quest, built to last, huh? Yeah, Dunstan has reservations. Okay. Okay.
You have acquired a follower.
And
A
also,
simple test. That's settled.
Brenda from accounting, thank you for following. Great name as well. There's Penhelm, the one, the only Penhelm. I wonder, like, Viana, is she perhaps, like, has she perhaps moved away for a reason? Like, she hasn't shown up for a reason? I wonder, could there be something in that? Let's say hello to Penhelm while we're here, see what he has to say about himself. But yeah, could there be something, could she be, like, not there because you found out the research is bad? Maybe. Penhelm.
Gods keep you.
The young novitiate's armor is recently shined. His hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate, haha, he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound familiar? He sniffs. If you've got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest we'd strayed too far from our roots, that some of our officers were beginning to resemble the Dira nobility. He rubs a spot in his bracer with a silk handkerchief. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. I don't see the problem. He sputters. People change. Organizations change. Crucible Knights began as a militia of blacksmiths, but Dunstan's one of the only officers who can wield a hammer these days. We're professional soldiers. Isn't that who you want defending a city? Besides, Novitiate has no business maligning his superiors. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in a rebellion. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions, what with his pedigree in the Knights. It's a lie, of course. Enough about Osric. Oh, on that we can agree. Well, let's see what you think about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The Order's founders were the first to rally for Deerwooden independence. Of course, that's ancient history now. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Direwood. It's a glorious line of work. You forget about the barracks, that is. Is there anything else? To be fair, the barracks is pretty rancid. How does someone become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Farewell. Yeah, so they're like, oh. So they kicked him out for being concerned about the past, yet they also are super obsessed with tracing their lineages back. Yeah, that's a lot of nonsense, isn't it? Lot of nonsense. Yeah. Don't be bothered about the past. Oh, but you have to go get your soul lineage checked to make sure that you're linked with the past, because that's really important. But yeah, like, yeah. Not sure about these Crucible Knights. Seems like they might have gone
Gilded Vale?
a bit astray.
Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Let's go check out Andra's gift next. I think we'll do Andra's gift in Brackenbury before we do the Heritage Hill stuff, and maybe do some side quests in Copper Lane. I feel like Heritage Hill might be pretty tough, so we want to be in the best state possible before going in there, I guess. Probably it's full of a lot of zombies. So, 15 minutes to go to Andra's gift. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, like you said, Space Monkey. Cliver seems pretty reasonable. He seems like a nice guy, but then he's also a bit too concerned about the animancy stuff. But, like, he doesn't seem terrible.
I've never been to Nasitok. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
I like how he's so curious. Okay, this place is pretty big, and it's all docks and stuff. So we've got Abandoned House, Paul Fegget's house, Otta's house, Abandoned House, Heritage Hills over there, the Trading Company, the Salty Mast. Oh, that's the brothel. Hey! Ramshackle House, the Lighthouse. Lots of houses, huh? Let's explore. Actually, let's talk to the Crier. Call for interested patrons! I'm interested. No, nothing. Grimy windows appears to be papered over from the inside. Let's investigate from the inside, then. But yeah, Penhelm is pretty... Penhelm doesn't seem that bad. He's just, like, really snobby. Bit selfish. Bunch of addicts in here. Lovely. Doesn't tiny something squirm within the pot of rice. Ew. But yeah, I mean, most of the knights, I guess they could be pretty good. They do just seem like they've been, like, the most powerful group for so long. They've become kind of snobby. And they've kind of just developed their own bad traditions and stuff like that, you know, like the soul thing. Yeah, just kind of snobbiness and elitism has crept into the Crucible Knights, is my initial impression. Not good for them. Silver Lusk. We can just take this stuff for whatever reason. An egg. He doesn't care. The knob on the underside suggests that the table was fashioned from a derelict door. The slightest pressure causes it to wobble atop the barrels. Wow. Hey, Kolfek. Who are you? A youngish elven man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into somebody's home like this. Who do you think you are? Yeah, I know. We've been doing it all game, though. No one minds. Typical RPG. Who are you? The elf who lives here. Now get out! What now? Goodbye. Interesting. But yeah, that seems like a pretty reasonable reaction. I would have thought more people would do that. It's kind of like, you know, Witcher 3 syndrome, right? Just walk into anyone's house and just take all their stuff. No one cares.
Ah, the life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed. Though after 5 years, I'll be ready for a break.
It is true. You have been at it far longer than I. Where will you go next, when you have all the world to choose from?
Home, of course.
That's, yeah, home, of course. That's a good, I like that. You can go anywhere in the world. Where will you go next? I think home is the nicest place, isn't it? Where my family are. What's in here? Interesting that there's camping supplies in here. I think it's just an abandoned home, right? Actually, we should sneak through here. We've got a hammer and chisel. Nice. Rope coiled around the chair feels painfully scratchy. The water in the pail is murky with blood. Let's see if there's any secret places in here. I should maybe be checking some of these Abandoned houses for secrets with stealth mode. Doesn't seem to be anything. Spooky. That door just auto-closed behind us. That's spooky. Okay. Oh, Adair actually wants to talk to us.
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Yeah. I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing, about the revolution, about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights and the Forge to win Deerwood's independence. Then they join, and turns out all those knights ever talk about is when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. Wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. Yeah. Seems like some members do still take their ideals seriously. You see it with the older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that slowly wearing away around them. Nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them. That's very true. That is very true. And like the leaders are the problem. And the kind of things they're instigating. You want to talk? Nope, you are drunk as a skunk. This is to the Heritage Hill. Yep. Let's do like a lap around, I guess. We'll visit the Salty Mass last. Get ourselves a bit of relaxation afterwards. Am I right? Hey, am I right? Oh my god. Have ourselves a good time. Bunch of thugs, huh? Got a grappling hook. Cool. You can take it. Yeah, we've got a fair few grappling hooks and things now, so that's pretty nice. And here, Brian Walker. We could steal a bunch of things. Let's not. Doesn't tiny something squirm within the pot of rice. The bed is stiff as a plank. The warm, grimy blankets feel as if they come apart in the wash. These are vision people. Yeah. Okay, well. Are they going to have anything like that in the second game? Like backer stuff? What's the deal? Does anyone know? I'm very excited to play the second game now. That's one of the things I like about doing this, is that it's like there's going to be a whole new game.
You had 5 siblings?
That's right. Between the 6 of us, I don't think the house has known a single day's quiet. Of course, a little chaos makes it far easier to get away with mischief.
Yes, I can imagine that comes in handy.
Let's talk to this guy. Shove off. Got nothing to talk about. Let's not talk to this guy. Oh, look at us splitting both ways. Boom. With its crooked and missing shingles, the roof resembles a prize fighter's gap-toothed smile.
I can do that. That's settled.
In we go. Shadowman wants to know if I think there'll be a new HOTS hero today. Not released. They might announce something. I'm unsure as to whether it's hints of a new hero or just something else. Just ale here. Someone stashed a few slutty playing cards under the bed. Any secrets? Yes, there is. A garnet. Nice. Very nice. Apologies to whoever owned that garnet. It's mine now. Well. Okay. Where are we at? We're the trading company. So let's go down to the lighthouse, then swing back around. No, seems good to me. Nia. Now hiring builders, no experience needed. As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Her clothes are simple, but nicer than most you've seen in Andra's gift. Pays good money. I take it you're having trouble finding workers. Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the floods of Andra's Gift. Echoes of war. The flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. Andra's Gift was flooded? Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Adiran military. Cost us a lot though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adirans put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadrit's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind and one of the last to die. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. Have you gone inside? Who, me? Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate and all that dust... Alright, when I saw two Amawa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. Alright, I could take a look. Good, about time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. As she hands it to you, she hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. I have some questions. You know what might be inside the lighthouse? If only. It's been uninhabited since they flooded Andra's Gift. What are you building? An inn, allegedly. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seems ready for some fresh development. So imagine my excitement when I find this place, 3 floors tall and right in the water, for sale at a reasonable price. The seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken time to really look into it. Stupid. Being from New Hayamar, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstition surrounding the lighthouse, and the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. You're not from Defiance Bay then? Heh, what gave it away? The accent or the fact I was the dupe who paid good coin for this place? I'm from New Hayamar on the northern coast. It's smaller than Defiance Bay, so I came here hoping for some fresh opportunities. Maybe the chance to do a little good in this neighborhood. I'm glad to help her out, she seems really nice. Tell me about the flooding of Andra's Gift. Hadrit ordered it near the end of the War of Defiance. It was one of the finishing blows to the Adiran military. Costs us a lot though. Oh yeah, she already told us. That's fine. Farewell. The lighthouse. The Wailing Banshee. That sounds fantastic. Oh look, there's a whole bunch of magic stone here. Adra.
That woman expects people to sleep in a place like this?
It's a little bit spooky, alright. It's a little bit spooky.
The better part of valor.
Something just screamed. Wonderful. Let's go in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see how this goes. This place is definitely creepy. Barrel. We've got some Veloon. What's that? A yellow-orange fruit in Old Valia. Oh no, Veloon's namesake is a yellow-orange fruit found in Old Valia. These clear gemstones bear a similar yellow-orange color and are often cut like rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. Most of the world's known Veloon mines have long since dried up, and the stone has become one of the most sought after in recent years. Well, there you go. If she'd come in, she would have found a whole bunch of gems and been happy. Mine now. Mine now.
I can do that.
Good, do it then.
That's settled.
What's in here? We've got a mail armor and a plumed helm. That could be kind of cool. Oh my, what the hell? Holy shit, team. Oh, frick me. We got jumped. We just got jumped. A bunch of shades, a specter, and a whole bunch of shades. This could get nasty, team. So, Durant, where are you at, my friend? You're over here, huh? You come back here. You start chanting. Oh, he has got new chants actually now. So he can summon phantoms. He can summon skeletons. And he can also do like the push and stun thing. That's what I gave him. Let's have the wolf attack this shade. There we go. Adair. Let's have you engage Spectre. Or engage the shade and we'll see how they come. I'm going to shoot, so it's this shade as well. You can probably just take care of yourself, to be honest here. Get you in position. For the wizard, I think we might get the wizard's double up and going to start things off. We might drop a chill fog as well. Is chill fog faux AoE? No, it's just AoE. Okay. I think we'll get the wizard's double going though. Get him some defense. He might get hit. You can start by shooting this thing. Okay. We could drop like the phantom thing, which would get people flanked. Could be pretty useful. Could be a pretty useful way to start things out. You could also recall Agony the Spectre. He's over there. This is pretty bad, like he's right on top of us. Let's drop the phantom foes. And let's give you this super duper buff here. Endurance, I want you to come here. And then I want you to drop the Consecrated Ground. It's going to be fantastic, because I figure we might take some hits here from this freaking Spectre. This is not good. I want you to come around and get the Spectre as well. But we could just grab him over. Might work. We just grab this shade over. Oh god, they're closing in on us here. This is pretty nasty. I think we're going to get the ectoplasmic thingy going. That being said, these are like flanked, right? So let's hit the ones that are flanked. You're blasting stuff, that's good. You come in and hit this guy in the back. It's almost ready to chance, that's good. Wizards. Not actually taking any damage yet, which is good. We could paralyze him if it hits. Not immune to paralyze, but they're immune to sicken, so that might not be that valuable. We could always just blast these things. Pretty good chance to hit and would do good damage. Let's do that. You're attacking a foe with at least one defense that is much higher than the accuracy of the character attacking it. Okay. Who might that be? He's got 71 will. Okay. These guys don't have that much. Lots of... be nothing too huge, though. I am taking some hits here, which is not good. He's got a lot of will. What would be my chance to Puppet Master him? Tiny. Tiny, tiny. Let's do the... yeah, let's spray Laser Beam here. So he pulled that guy across. Right, let's see if you can pull this the Spectre off of me. A pretty bad chance to do it, I think, but... I might die, in fact, which is not too good. Holy power here. Wizard. Pretty messy. Get the doggy in on the Spectre. The chances to hit the Spectre, pretty slim. The Shade's pretty slim chance to hit as well. You could probably blast the Shadow out of it, though. Blast the Shadow. Alright, that should be fine. We're casting away here. Should be fine. So we're light endurance here, actually. To... Our poor old Cypher's in a little bit of trouble. This is a tough fight. Has to be said, a pretty tough fight. He's just tanking loads. Look at this, he's tanking loads of them over there. That's hilarious. I love that. What's that? That's a phantom. Oh, we summoned in our own phantom. Nice. Oh my god, I'm almost dead already. This is really bad. Is there any way to protect me? I don't know if there is. We could drop this down. Which should heal me. It did hit. I'm in bits over there, guys. Jeez. They really got on top of me and wrecked me. Get him. And then you focus this guy. See if you can kill him. What's this? This is a wounding shot. Let's try a wounding shot on this thing. I'm in a lot of trouble. You're trying to mind control the shade. We could just try to eye strike the shade. Just eye strike this shade. It's immune to being hobbled is what it's immune to. That's okay. Tough fight here, tough fight. We do have some more spells we could blast stuff with if we wanted. I'm just gonna... Okay, it's actually dead. That's fine with me. Blast this shit. I'm in absolute bits.
What shot was this?
Blinded, frightened, he's in bits. Ooh. 9 HP, everybody. 9 HP. My god. Ooh, boy. What's this? Shades. Jades. Alright, let's rest here. Camping's not allowed here. Okay, can we like pop outside and camp? Dear lord, that was intense. That was really intense. We definitely need to rest because I'm almost dead. We've got full camping supplies, so I think we just camp. And we've got a good in bonus that should last through 2 rests, so this will stack them up.
This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, eh?
I never return empty-handed.
Camping's not allowed. Oh, shit. Right then. We'll come back. We go to the inn. Let's go to this salty tavern place. Anything down here?
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levies during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the
I
right
can do
places. That's settled.
What's in here? Opal and a pearl. Nice. Money, money, money. Lots of money. Who's this? Marcino. This young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward. I didn't mean to hit that, but I did. If you've a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. Could use your help. Well, what's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you're a kind-hearted sort. He runs a hand through his hair nervously. The captain, or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest, or his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in the port a couple of days, and I may have got a little distracted. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far. But the shift's changed and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look at it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yard arm. Please, if you could get it back for me. I swear by the flame I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortunero finds out anyway. Well, any ideas where they might have taken this chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figured they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. Can't have gone far. Maybe there's those dudes we saw off to the side. Okay. What makes you think I'm not from around here, though? Moon godlike. We, don't see many like you around here is all. Even on the docks. You're a sailor? Yes, ma'am. Signed on about half a year back. Pays decent. It's the sight of the sun coming up over the sea. Wouldn't give that up for anything. Just wish I'd asked around after the captain first. Well, all hands on deck. It's probably those dudes we saw nearby. That didn't want anything to do with this, would be my guess. I don't want to get into a fight yet, though. I want to get to the salty mast. Do that, sailor. Don't attack me, sailor. I'm on 9 HP.
God's damn that son of a cool.
The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out towards the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head towards you. Wait, we're all the way over here! Okay, though.
Want to run it down on its luck, Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it.
Okay.
As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
What is going on exactly?
Exactly. If I knew that, I'd be in a better mood. The only thing I know exactly is that Mestre Verzano is determined to wind up in a grave before the season turns.
The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment and grimaces. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. Okay. Well then, interesting. Worth taking a look in there, I would suppose. A lot of people here to actually talk to. I would love to talk to all you guys. There's actually a lot going on there. And make it out alive. But I was investigating a haunted lighthouse and got horribly beat up by some specters and stuff. Don't worry about it, I'm fine. Oh shit. Oh shit. The man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. Thank you. My head! What happened? Carefully dabs at his bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. Slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rabbles never been violent. Even a night with Ikali isn't worth this. He limps away. Interesting. The salty mast. So, Space Monkey, you're going to be happy now. I'm going for a nice, relaxing rest with the fine folk in the salty mast.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing. Over-fried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I hope you aren't expecting to find the leaden key in here.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
That lagged a little bit there, but... New face, welcome to the salty mast.
How do you do?
The Amoa woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tense at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes, gives you a friendly, if weary, smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? No. Here for some quiet time. I want to order refreshments. So we can rest here, right? Broad beam. Constitution to athletics. Dexterity and perception actually sounds really good. Let's rest there. This looks kind of spooky though. I think that's like out in the water. Alright, nice. Do we still have the other buff as well, or is it overwritten? It's overwritten, that's okay. That's still a good resting bonus. Let's investigate here while we're here.
Hail and well met.
What kind of trouble are you having? Frown ripples across her blue facial markings. Kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls, and our customers. They started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. She looks you up and down, scratching her chin. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Avar to bother with us commoners, and I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. I can investigate as long as there's coin in it. You restore my business, there'll be plenty of that, alright. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. Got me? Woohoo! I'd rather just go chat up that guard with the wide hips personally, but we ought to stop her people getting thrashed at least. Okay, I've got questions. Shoot. What do you know about these attacks? He waves the hand at the door. You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming out or going. Maybe they would have let you pass, however. We did see someone get attacked, to be fair. Tell me more about your business. It's not doing as well as I'd like with all this trouble. I run an honest enterprise, just trying to give folks a little rest and relaxation. You help me out, and I'll see about getting you a special discount. Hey! Can I ask you about something else? Now, just what can I do for a comely lass like yourself? Tell me about this place. I thought that was clear as crystal waters below the docks. This here is the Salty Mass, the most famous house of pleasure in Defiance Bay. We've got drinks, beds, and good company to help you enjoy both. Of course, the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen is upstairs. You'll find several of the hardest working boys and girls in Defiance Bay up there too. Any of your regulars interested in earning some coin? Aye, if only so they can spend it again. We could hire an adventurer, that's nice. Sell some stuff. Retrain, but don't need to. It's fine. Find and confront the thugs. Did we build our thing yet after resting? Finished in 7 hours. Okay, we didn't rest too long. We can do that. Captain Pepperjack. Wade. Half-finished tankers of ale and bottles of wine leave wet rings on the bar. Scattered plates hold fish bones and grease. Looks like there's a lot of stuff going on in here. This is a rather graphic declaration of affection for someone named Sorrel. Okay. Smells of fried fish and oysters hang over the stove. The counter is splattered with grease. Chef. Yes, sir. Bunch of guards. An older drunkard.
Hail, traveler.
His robes are torn and stained with vomit. He turns his eyeless face towards you, wiping his mouth. Come for a story? His speech is slurred, his voice ragged. I told all the best stories. It's my club, anyway. What club? A club for refined and prestigious gentlemen. Wait, if you don't know about the club, you must be... He heaves, catching at his chest. After several precarious seconds, he recovers. Where was I? Oh, you must be here about the ring. The ring! He shoves it into your hand. Have to have that to get into the lounge. They don't let just anyone in, you know. He wipes a hand on his shredded robe. It's the most exclusive club in Defiance Bay. Whatever you do, don't tell them you're new or... He turns away, overcome by a fit of dry heaving. Thank you very much, sir. You gained an item, Club of Refined and Prestigious Gentlemen, membership ring. Hey! Nice. Very nice. We'll head up there in a second. We've got some people to speak to first. Girfa, hello.
Gods keep you.
Not from around here, are we? The woman's young voice rolls with the saucy cadence of Andra's gift. You need a local girl to show you the highlights? Lucky for you, I'm one of them. You're a local girl or a highlight. Oh! Oh, so smooth. Oh, both gorgeous. What else can you do with that clever tongue of yours? Oh my god. What local attractions would you recommend? I enjoy seeing cafes. Well, I enjoy visiting churches and places of culture. Museums, any good museums. I'd rather show than tell. How much? It's 200 for my time, worth every copper. Maybe another time. So we can totally hire these. We should I'm not sure what we should do, but anyway. Nessa says, have you had acting classes or are you a natural? I've not. I did like some drama when I was a child, but you know, I just enjoy it. You just gotta have some fun, you know? Let's talk to Wade. Wade's eyes are red-rimmed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug as if searching for something. He shivers and takes another drink. Why don't you just take one of them stools over there? He swats at the air in your general direction. Nowhere else for me to go. Not with a wife in a state, my boy, my... His face freezes with a stricken expression. He turns back to the bar, muttering into his drink. Interesting. What's that about? Oh, enter to input a command. Don't do that. Half-finished tankers of ale and bottles of wine leave wet rings on the bar. Scattered plates hold fish bones and grease. Talk to Lion's
Good day
tulips.
to you.
She leans on the bar, her black painted nails tapping the wood. What'll it be? Any of your regulars looking for work? What can you tell me about this place? Every foreign sailor or visiting villager knows about the Salty Mass. It's the most famous brothel in Defiance Bay. you want to know more, just ask Maya. Alright, thank you. What's over here? Orico, a male entertainer, I think. Orico catches your eye. A golden hoop tangles from one ear, and his fine fitted clothes whisper as he glides over to you. You have me at a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your magnificent eyes and perfect lips. Truly, it should be a crime for you ever to ever close them. He runs a finger along a perfectly symmetrical goatee. What can Orico do for you? You tell me. Some things must be experienced to be believed. How much? For an evening that you'll remember in your next life, I ask but 300 pounds. Not this time, but I'll consider. Big Germsy, is this a patron or a... I'm not sure. Let's talk. Oh my god, he is actually a prostitute. Amazing. He is actually a okay. The Orland man seems to walk with a slight limp. He doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? Just laughs and shakes his head. How much? He looks you up and down, holds up 5 fingers. Whoa, 500? What the hell? What? Not interested. Wait, so he's the most expensive one. He's just like this. He's like this little hobbit man. He doesn't speak. Why is he the most expensive? What does he do? Oh my god. Amazing. I love that. The mystery. Rolls, bills, and receipts shows amounts paid to Maya's staff as well as your expenses for ale, fish, and new linens. Probably need a lot of new linens in a place like this, to be fair. You guys think value for money for 500? You guys just want me to sleep with everything. I'll consider. The Orico, yeah, it's very nice. Anything down here? No. How exactly does this work? Let's go upstairs. Let's check out the this place first. So I'm curious. Like, I wondered, are there any quests related with sleeping with the prostitutes, or what's the point? Is it just for fun?
Gods keep you.
The dwarven maid raises the hem of her skirt to show you a well-muscled leg. You've never experienced anything like this before. Trust me. What do you mean? Why, I could climb a tall thing like you all night. She slaps a smooth, firm thigh. Oh, I'd climb you all night long. How much? That's 600 coppers for a night that will knock the good sense out of you. Not right now, thank you, though. Damn, she wants to climb all over us. This is one that the noble mentioned, so I'm interested in this girl. A game of Dunred Draw seems to have ended abruptly with scattered cards and blastcon pipes. That's a kind of drug, I believe.
Welcome.
A pale elf's gold eyes are the color of a winter sunset. He touches your cheek with a cool hand. You look like you've journeyed far. Let me show you comfort and rest. Tell me about yourself. I came to define space from the frozen lands at the southern end of the world. Few of my people venture this far north, but none know how to warm a cold night like we do. My skin seems to glow in the darkened bar. How much? Just 500 pounds to experience the most secret of the southern arts. Very well. No thank you. Aldwin.
Welcome.
The elf's long hair frames high cheekbones and a long slender nose. Not every day the club gets such a breath of fresh air. Who are you? I'm a native of the Deerwood and an expert in the subtle arts. If it's practice, skill, and finesse you seek, look no further. He wraps his tapered fingers around a wine goblet. How much? Only 600 pounds for my daily bread, whilst you and I feast on love. Going? I will be going. Nice ring, you may enter. Hey! Nice, and we're in. What's in here? Up close, these look more comfortable than one might expect. This is a love-making chamber. The Chamber of Love. This is where we came in. Cyril's guards, hello. You want to meet Cyril, talk to Maya. Okay. So she's like some super prostitute. Cool. Who we can presumably get in with if we do this, sort out the thugs. Hilarious. How much for the 2 guards? I don't think they're for hire. Becca. So this is the place for fine gentlemen. We've got the brothel patron, Jason. Okay. Club of Refined and Prestigious Gentlemen guest book. Hello. The names are scrawled in the guest book, span pages of a thick tome. Anyone interesting? These might be like all... I presume these are like backers. I'm just looking if there's any name that stands out. Nothing so far. Fenrir, maybe. I don't know. That's cool. The legendary Gilt Blade of Lorn. Oh, the plaque beneath the case reads, the legendary Gilt Blade of Lorn, capable of smiting any foe dead with a single blow, broken in the Battle of Tower Watch. Jason, hello. First time at the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen, madam? Vincent Dwellier. The man looks down his nose at you. So, you're a member, I see. Are you here for the exclusive club equipment? Oh, show me your stock. I've been collecting the finest equipment for over a decade. I guarantee you won't find a superior collection. Oh, look at this. Nice. This is like a shop here. The spectacular Spetum. Big poleaxe. +1 enemy engaged. That's pretty good. This two-handed weapon, though. Oh, +10 accuracy to an ally attacking the same target. Nice. Cool. This is a sword. Great some more. So we have a Morning Star. Crooked B-bow. Really good bow. I mean, we could almost afford some of these, but not quite. Got a sword. He does have a gun. Hundaku's Evil Black Arquebus. Arquebus. Ah, cool. A Malverick. Gilt Blade of Lorn. Oh, the Gilt Blade of Lorn. This is what the plaque was talking about. The great sword is renowned for its ability to cause deadly wounds, even against terrible beasts. Oh no, this is just a generic sword. Arcasi Paladini's longsword of Inclane. They're just normal swords with fancy names and unique models, I think. Yeah. Cool, though. Look at the Theocrat. 1 intellect, 1 resolve. Not bad. Oh my god! Don Paco's codpiece of vigor! What? Apart from holding up one's trousers, belts are much favored by enchanters. Oh, this is just a belt. Oh my god. Don Paco. 2 constitution keeps you going all night. That's not how that works. Bradford's pair of lusciousness. Defense against spells. Max endurance. Head of leadership. Helmet. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, well, that's cool. Tell me about this place. He folds his arms. Broadly speaking, you're in the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen on the upper floor of the Salty Mast. More specifically, you're in the members-only lounge, which means you've been part of the club for at least a year. Our rules are strict, but they keep the riffraff out, mostly. Cool. Can't believe we got in there so easily. Talk to the patron. He doesn't say anything. Alright, well, there we go. Great. Don Paco knows his stuff well. Oh, man. Okay. I think we've done everything that there is to do in here, apart from actually sleep with all the prostitutes. I don't know, can you get, like, AIDS? Is AIDS a thing? No. I don't know. Get some horrible disease. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. Okay, well, we're all healed up. We've got a bunch.
I'll grant you that animancy has had its failures, Bal Reach among them. But does that warrant attacks on innocent practitioners? Superstitious kith have spilled their share of blood.
That's no comparison. Animancers have the advantage of education, and with that comes authority and responsibility.
I have to say, it's wonderful to have someone to debate with. You'd think they'd be more welcoming of it at the law college.
Or we could enjoy a glass of wine and a comfortable silence.
Salty Mast. Okay, so we've explored the Salty Mast. We could check out like Otta's house and the trading company. check out this stuff on our way back, and check out the thugs on our way back to the lighthouse. That seems like probably a pretty good idea. Yeah, let's just see if we can find any thugs like this way as well. Who's this? A fisherman. Oh! Oh. If you want to get to the shoreline, you have to wait till daylight, so maybe the time of day does matter here. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Alright, let's keep exploring. Here's the thug. Hello, we got some thugs here. Walder Three Fingers. 4 people stand gathered around what appears to be a wooden chest. Ah. One of them, a grizzled and rough-looking character, looks up to you and then sneers. Took a wrong turn somewhere, did you? Best turn around and walk on. There's a sudden snapping sound from the direction of the chest. The second, smaller man lets out a frustrated groan. Damn it, that's the second lockpick. He looks up at you and stills. Oh. Walder rolls his eyes and turns to you. You've walked down your last pier. Oh boy, we found the stuff, and we're not in exactly the best squad setup here. Let's have you run in on Walder, and let's have you run in on Lefty. Focus, have our 2 tanks on the big thugs. Let's have you maybe drop our circle of power. Or we could just do our, let's just do our Armor of Faith. Seems pretty good. Right now. You want to start off with some wizardy spells? We could drop like a chill fog on the back of them. Let's see where they go first. I'm going to take a shot at probably this thug, I suppose. Or Walder. Shoot Walder. Probably a bit tougher. Wolf can get in on this thug. Let's see how that goes. Okay, we've got a lot of enemies here now. What I'm going to do immediately then is I'm going to make their ectoplasmic thing over here, which should shred through like all of these guys. We got this one thug at the back being a bit of a problem. And this poor guy's getting focused. So they're all on my priest, huh? Let's see if we can knock down. Walder's almost dead. Let's see if we can knock down this thug. Just crowd control him a bit. Before they kill our priest for good, which would be pretty bad. Which they're certainly trying to do. What's he doing now? Doing some spell. Watchful presence. No, don't do that. Do this one per encounter thing. There you go. Better. Wizard. Blast this thug. Actually, you could do this arcane assault actually on this thug. Be pretty good. This is a faux AoE, yep. Taking a lot of hits here. Kill yourself. And then Divine Radiance yourself as well. You're just standing around, why is that? No, don't defend. Aggressive. Aggressive. Both of you should be aggressive. There we go. Much better. Shooting my priest. Oh my god, the wolf just wrecked that person. Amazing. Alright, we took him out. All hands on deck. Maybe not the smoothest, but we did it. Got a bunch of weapons and some gold and stuff. Great. Ah, sea chest bears a large embossed sigil of a ship. The word Fortinero beneath in gilded letters. It's held shut by a heavy brass padlock. We could try to open it. Surrounded by scattered planks, it isn't clear whether the skiff has been half-built and abandoned or cannibalized for lumber. So in terms of our quest for that one, this was all hands on deck. I can collect the chest, so collect the chest. Alright, let's take the chest. Take the chest. We could try unlock it and keep the stuff, but let's be honest. And bring it back. So our priest got fairly beaten up there. Fortunately. Our sailor friend was... he was somewhere. Harassing thugs. Oh boy. What have we here? Another tourist and a gift? He nods to his shifty-eyed companions. Let's give her a proper welcome. I don't think so. I don't think so. I love how I'm just attacking them. I'm like, yeah, no. Just die. Thugs. Just die. You go in and knock down this guy. You get in on this guy. I'm just gonna shoot him. And yeah, the wizard can just do his thing. You know what? I think I will turn off your per rest ability thing. Let's not do that. I want to control these more often myself. Because like he burns through them so fast, unnecessarily. It's kind of silly. Bonus to defenses. We don't need that. You could do this. It heals us and gives us accuracy. Like giving us accuracy is pretty good. 1 per encounter. I don't know if we'll need the heal. Let's just give us accuracy. It's fine. Shit buff. Regardless. Alright. I think I'll actually just eye strike these guys. Try blind them. Good blind if it hits. And it's fast to cast as well. These guys are getting wrecked, which is lovely. Yeah, knocking this one down. We're shooting fools. That's cool. And drop paralysis on one of them as well. Why not? Singing away. Lovely. And they dead. Nice. Bunch of stuff. What's this now? A rusty bronze key. Okay. A rusted bronze key. Blind demand. Okay, she wants me to stop the thugs. Is attacked by thugs. One of them may have evidence for a larger plot. He drops a key that looks like it belongs to a house. Oh, one of the houses.
Alright then.
Huh? Maybe this house. The music is super cool. Yeah, the music for this game is fantastic. How deep in the game is this? So I'm in Act 2, which is apparently only scratching the surface, which is crazy and awesome. You hear about my boy? Interesting. A quiet, motionless shape is swaddled beneath filthy rags and moth-eaten. Oh, is he hollowborn? Pale green fuzz is colonized one of the lobes. Ada. The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles, and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? No, but if it's something I can help with, I will. It's my son, his father, Wade. Wade from the brothel. Took him fishing 2 days ago. I haven't seen them since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be out on the docks looking myself, but I can't leave the baby. Don't dare take a hollowborn out, what with the violence near the brothel. A hollowborn baby? The answer is etched plainly on her face. Wadewynn's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared, and they're looking for someone to blame, whether it's those women at the brothel or the families of these poor babes. Might be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight, but maybe that's just me. I don't approve of what goes on at Maya's place, but these attacks won't earn us the god's mercy, and it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me about their disappearance. Well, we've already found Wade. Tell me about Darren. And Wade was like, oh, my poor boy, and then he wouldn't talk. ghost of a smile flickers across her lips. He's a brave lad, if a little too bold for his own good, but he's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat, I'm sure of it. Tell me about Wade. She scowls and brushes a greasy strand of hair from her face. Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all of our money drinking at the brothel. Has ever since. Gaze returns to the silent cradle. Where did you see them last? Wade was taking Darren fishing at the docks. That was 2 days ago. No more questions. Back if I find anything. Closes her tired eyes, likely for the first time in 2 days. I don't know how to thank you. I don't have much to spare these days, but Andra bless you for anything you can do. Real sad. This whole Hollowborn child thing is real sad. Okay, this is going to be a long episode, long stream, but I think we'll go for like another hour, then I'll take a break for dinner. So, I think one of these abandoned houses had stuff in it, but I don't remember which one. Guess we'll go around and find out. Maybe this house? There's one house that had a door, I remember that. But I don't remember which one. It would be amazing if it was the first one we checked, just out of pure luck. I think it is. Yeah, it is. I'm an amazing team.
And what does the
Actually, no, I'm not.
reveal?
We've already been here. Damn it! It's not the one. The door just magically closed. Creepy. Shit. That's not this one. Oh, damn it. Paladins. I like paladins. I kind of wish I was a paladin. Oh, maybe it was the Ramshackle house, huh? Was it the Ramshackle house? Let's check the other houses. No, let's go Ramshackle. We can check the other houses if it's not that. There's Colfags, that was just the Colfag, the abandoned house. I think it might have been Ramshackle. Then we'll probably swing down to the lighthouse. We got the Valiant Trading Company. We can find the sailor on our way then as well. Fuck it. Ramshackle house, what do you have? We do need to check our hello. Here are the thugs anyway. That's for sure in here. Lovely. How's our stronghold doing? Nothing new to report. So we finished in 3 hours, our main keep.
Well met, friend.
Aphra wears a defiant expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armor. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? Who are you? I'm Aphra, a lieutenant with the dozens. She taps her dented breastplate. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be Dear Wooden. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maya is squeezing the locals. I'm here about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kith are angry, as they should be with that crooked Amawa toadying up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Wadewin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adiran overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Maya's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? I mean, how's it unfair? You know, how's it unfair? It's not like the shops near you need to sell stuff that you can buy. We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? I mean, I don't know. Maya might be making a fortune, but her employees aren't. You're hurting them even more. I hadn't thought of it that way. The old pauldron sag. Then I guess there's no point to this, is there? Looks at the thugs standing around her and finally nods. Tell Maya we'll leave her people alone. Like, beating up people? Like, attacking people that, like, just want to go and have a brothely good time? It's not a way to deal with prices and stuff like that. Really not. I mean, if you guys are this big organized force, why don't you create a new brothel that's cheaper, huh? That's what I think. Well, we sorted that out pretty easily. We still have the key. There was a house with a door in it, right? Pretty sure there was. Hope I'm not wrong about that. Anyway, let's lighthouse it up, shall we? Back to the lighthouse.
Margaren's.
I'm not sure about that resolution. Like, maybe it would have been more interesting to investigate more, but I don't know. Right, let's explore in here. What is going on? There's gonna be some boss at the top of this, I just know it. He's got the sword that's good against Spectre, so that should actually be fantastic. Glass is completely opaque with grime and salt. Salt from the chest. Balloon and... Oh, look at this. Gosh, there's just a whole bunch of spirits everywhere. Greater Rain Blight, huh? You get in on that Greater Rain Blight. You get in on this. Who's that there? Her? Yeah, you want to get back a bit. Your doggo can come over here. Tackle these. You come back a bit. You can attack this thing. Do your thing. Immune to disease, rounded, hobbled, poisoned, prone, sickened, and stuck. Lovely. You get in there. Let's shoot this Rain Blight. You know, we could actually maybe blind them. That might be worthwhile. Blinded is real powerful. And it will hit 3 of them, which is pretty good. Let's go with the blind. It hits, it's good. It hits. That makes it easier to hit this guy now, which is useful. Aloth is taking a beating. Can we bring him back? Took a disengage attack, but he's okay. Do console Hout's siphoning thing. Go them. That's what you get for attacking a wizard. Reloading here. And they're down. Nice. Very nice. Primal water. The water is pure and clear and seems to be perpetually in motion, even the vessel that carries it at rest. Cool.
Of course.
So basically, whenever you open a chest, you're going to be jumped. That's pretty good to know.
I'll see what I can find.
Farming primals? I'm not farming anything. They just attacked me. Shade. Lovely. Lots of shades. Oh.
Can't get a good...
Oh god, there's a lot of things here. This could be pretty nasty. This could be pretty nasty. I'm tempted to... Are they immune to prone? They're immune to prone, aren't they? Actually, these are not immune to prone. Let's see if we can hit this thing. With our mine thing. Maybe knock over something. Didn't quite work. Where are you? You're... Okay, he's right in the middle of them. That's okay, killing stuff. I'm kind of worried about me being attacked by this. We could try Whispers of Treason it. Mind control the Spectre would probably be pretty useful. We could get it. There we go, we actually got it with Whispers of Treason. That's real nice. We've got a lot of enemies here. This could be kind of tough. Where is he at? He's over there. He's kind of surrounded. I think we throw down the healing zone here. We might need that. Old wizardy friend is also surrounded. Let's get him his wizard double up. I protect him. My god. Still has it going. That's good. Let's do the Council Hout's Siphon as well. Should hit a bunch of them, perhaps. Chanter is just chanting. He's over there fighting a bunch of shades. See if you can actually kill one. Hopefully you can. He's dropping healing zone, that's okay. You're doing stuff. They're all over us here in melee, unfortunately. They're really difficult to hit. That's the problem. They're really hard to hit. Lucky, let's shoot this one. Let me shoot this. Spectre's on me over here, which I don't like. Could possibly mind control it too. I could also drop like a spectral foes here, which is a fair chance to hit a lot of them. I'm gonna drop that. Where are we? Can you grab this thing back?
Hey.
Pull it off of World Spectre. There we go. Didn't quite work, huh? Oh damn it! We can't get to me. I'm being beaten up by this Spectre. This is bad. This is real bad. You call down heal me over there. Probably a good idea, because I'm in some trouble. I could also use a scroll, of course. I could Minalettas it. Doesn't seem that good, though. Spell protection. Lower duration of hostile effects. God, this Spectre has so many stats. What a pain in the ass. Just grab it back again, I guess. Poor old Doggo's getting beat up, too. We're in some real trouble here. Some real trouble here. I think we'll drop this. Wizard, can you drop anything that's going to help us? You drop a combusting wounds, which might be okay. These Spectres are so difficult to hit. It's a real problem. Drop a combusting wounds on these. I do have my second wind. I need to use my second wind real bad. Okay. Find terror. You get in on this Spectre. You take this Spectre out. Take a disengage hit, but that's okay. Now it's engaged by that. That's good. Now we can focus in on other things. Like taking out these Spectres. Okay, now we got this. Now we got this. See if we can Eye Strike it, perhaps. Blind it. Make it easier to hit. It hit. Good. God damn, these Spectres are such a pain in the ass. Bring the Doggo around behind. Get it flanked. Okay, doesn't matter. Thing's dead. Nice, and there we go. Boom! That was, he's half dead. That was a tough fight.
Alright then.
It's tough because they come at you, like they flanked us there pretty well. Gonna get a good defensive position. Roll of Stag's Horns, huh? On just enormous stag horn to attack the target. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I could take that. I could use that, perhaps. We're pretty beat up here. I don't know if we can go much further. Health's really low. Compounds and fluids in these bottles have separated into distinct layers. Yellowed fading maps of the bay around Andra's gift show routes through the locks. Between the dikes and hold the ocean back. Carved into the post is the name Merewith and a series of notches labeled with numbers. The lowest reads 4, the highest 17. Collected correspondences of Giftbringer Aiden. Actuation notice, Tower Key. Okay, great. The notice is stiff with age and salt. Adiran reinforcements advancing. Immediate evacuation of Andra's gift by order of Duke Hadrit. What's this? Stuff. Nova or feed? Hello. So if we could have like our tanky dudes go first, that'd be nice. Let's try this. Let's throw in a save in case we do die. I don't want anyone to actually die. Be bad. Let's go up. I'll reload if characters die, probably. We're not going that hardcore. We want people to actually die and deal with it. Lilith. Lovely. Lovely. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. Oh my god. Attack the Cain Gula. I don't know what that is. Get closer. As you approach, the spirit's cries take on a threatening edge. Excuse me. The swirling mist around its legs ripples with movement. The black pits of its eyes level momentarily with yours. Observe the Cain Gula. You're close enough to notice that the spirit's head is tilted back. Even as it looses blood-curdling howls, the faint movements of its head suggest that it's looking towards the windows and scanning the horizon. Cain Gula's ghostly hands are stained with something dark. At first you think it's blood, but it's black as ink. Interesting. If we go closer, it's going to attack me.
Slow and silent.
Banshee, what the locals refer to as Cain Gula, wails and screams on the 3rd floor. Hasn't attacked me yet, so I need to get rid of it one way or another. Watching the horizon for something. Ink. Find something nearby that could help. Very interesting. Logbook. Logbook expels a thick plume of dust. Foggy, port full. Bunch of days since the sighting of the Red Dream. Heavy rain, 2 fishing boats. More days since the sighting of the Red Dream. Adiran ships on the horizon. More time since the sighting of Red Dream.
I can do that.
Pick this lock as well. Might help. Yep, let's pick it. Might have something we can use here. Jack of Wide Waters. Light armor. Recovery speed. +2 survival. Great. Kahuma was a famed Mawa swashbuckler and the original wearer of this garment. She sailed from her homeland of Rautai to the infamous Deadfire Archipelago. There she escorted merchants and passenger ships through pirate-infested waters. Among her most frequent clients were the Nasitaki, dwarves who ventured to the continents to the north on both personal and tribal sojourns. Her fair dealings, bravery in combat, and skill at sea made Kakuma a loved and respected figure in the archipelago and among the Nasitaki. That's pretty good, actually. That's really good. Yeah. I'm going to take that for me. Thanks. I'm getting beat up a lot. What do I have? A robe? Which gives me intellect, but it doesn't actually work because I've got this giving me intellect already. They don't stack. Let's put this on. Kind of cool. Jack of Wide Water. So a lot more Dior. Still good speed. Lots of Dior. And then like some survival bonuses. So we can maybe get like our bonus versus flanked enemies sooner. Could be pretty nice. What robe do you have on? Just a basic one. Here, you can have one which gives you bonus intellect. Enjoy. You've got this, which gives you overseeing and intellect. That's nice. I'd like to upgrade this more. We could proof it. Burn proof or something. Or slash proof. Price level 6 for that. Okay. I don't know how this stuff helps us. What does this say? Oh, Nia might know more about it. Let's investigate. You chill there, Lilith. You chill there. Am I going to stream HOTS later on? No, not today. Down we go. And this lighthouse is pretty tough. We might even go do a couple other side quests, come back when we're more healed up. Because this has me a bit nervous. Health is horrendously low. Which means he also can't heal himself, which is really bad as well. Really bad as well. Getting hungry for dinner. Mia, hello.
Welcome.
Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? That ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop at New Hiamar laden with spoils from Rautai raiders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. Points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merwith, takes her shore leave over at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Alright, so we should go talk to this person. The Red Dream is a pirate ship. So we head to the Brackenbury. Great. Instead of fighting and killing the Banshee, we can just perhaps talk our way out of it. So I think the dude was down here. We need to bring the chest too. Let's see about that. Yep, that's him, Marcino, I think.
Gods keep you.
Any luck finding the captain's chest? Oh, actually, any chance you've seen a little boy named Darren? Huh? Oh, sure, he wanted to play on the ship, but I couldn't let him. Port Tenero is very strict about that sort of thing. I had to shoo him off. Felt a bit bad about it. So I'm heading towards the Salty Mass. Not really somewhere you ought to be playing. Hope you'll find him. Thanks. Okay,
Good
nice.
day to you.
Oh, here's the contents of the chest with contents intact. You did it! I mean, I knew you would, but oh, thank you! It's all here! You saved my life, friend, truly. I owe you one. Here, the week's wages like I promised. Glad to help. May Magron grant you victory in all things. Thank you again. Nice. Okay. You can check out this trading company on the way. Taxes collect. Oh. Money lost to bandits. The hell? That's not cool. Finished in 1 hour though. That's good. Lost taxes to goddamn bandits. But we gained money for that. That's kind of cool though. Immatil, what's up with you?
Hail and well met.
An old man paces the docks and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You, don't look like a guard? He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large, round opal with Engwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Tell me about this missing cargo. He licks his lips. We started in cold morn, and we're making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. What exactly happened? He massages the opal in a clammy palm. When we reached Ina's Rest, we may have agreed to, take on a few crates from some place called Cleoban Relag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. He closes his hand around the opal. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. Seen my share of barroom brawls. This sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. They didn't come back. I looked into the hold. I saw one of those suits of armor, walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, I started running for the hatch, so I closed it. Oh my god. He squeezes his eyes shut. Wonderful. How did the ship get here? I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Andre's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I've given up the cargo, not to mention the payday. One of the lads pulled this up in his nets. Shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other pieces, and I bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. Must be a reason you haven't gone looking for the rest yourself. I'm lucky to have escaped the ship like I did, not taking a chance with those things. And what happens if I find the rest? I find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got an animancer friend from my expedition days who'll find you a stack of coppers. All I want out of this is a few £100 for my lost payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you've everything else. Seeing as the kid dredged this stone up in his net, I'd wager you could probably find the missing pieces out in the shallows during low tide. Anything else you need? You seen a boy named Darren? I see him every time I'm at port. He nods at the half-sunken boat. He's the one who found the opal. I thought that. He's the one who found the opal. Good kid, despite that loafer of a father. Loafer? Drunk more often than sober. Poor company either way. He spends his scant coin at the salty mast when he's got mouths to feed. Yet he thinks his hollow-born daughter is the curse of his family. Any idea where Darren could be now? That boy loves the ships. He's probably playing pirates with the sailors if he hasn't stowed away with the cargo. Thanks for the information. You see that lad? You tell him old Immatil remembers the deal. I owe him a basket of mussels for finding that opal. Okay, how about the relic? Yes? You've any idea why what your Animancer friend wants with the relic? She's always tinkering with these things back when we were young. Used to think she was the fool, retiring to some dusty study in Brackenbury. But after that horror on the boat, I'm thinking she made the wiser choice. How's business? Spits in the water. Be glad to sail with captains who are more careful about their cargo from now on. Don't give a worm's wings about the Duke's trafficking laws, but I'm too old to fight ancient horrors. Just want to enjoy my twilight years doing an honest day's work. Matil doesn't sound like a dear wooden name. Oh, he's from the Ixomatil Plains, same as us. Nice. Well, you should know, shouldn't you? From your accent, I take it you're from the Ixomatil Plains too. They're just another kind of ocean when you think about it. Places where you can stand and see nothing on the horizon but the wind making waves in the grass. Watches the surf lapping against the wrecked boat. Perhaps this is the god's way of saying that people like us should never take into the water. Tell me about Andra's gift. Got docks, fishing, and steady ship traffic. All this. This sprang up around the docks. It's the poorest district in Defiance Bay, but one of the liveliest. And for lively, nothing beats the salty mast. You do better to ask a younger man than me if you want to know about that place. Alright, well, farewell. Interesting. So we come back here in the day and we can explore a bit more, I would think. We have a torch here, lovely. Brave Darren.
Good day to you.
Come, take a look at my wares. Exotic goods shipped straight from the Republics in Old Valia. See what you have for sale. Rot finger gloves. Advanced touch of rot and spreading plague. That's actually cool. Ring of wonder. Ooh, second chance on unconscious. Nice. One con, one might, one resolve. These things are pretty good. Belt of Stelagar. Less knockdown, more dexterity. Solve bonus. Modifies constant recovery, so good for fighters. Cool. That could be worth getting. Mind marker. Ooh, 10% focus gain. Hello. The Brishalgwyn, or Mind Hunters, were known throughout Erglan Fath centuries before Adiran and Valian Animancers introduced formal scholarship on ciphers to the continent. They were respected and feared for their abilities to perceive soul connections. When Adiran colonists first settled in the Deerwood, they quickly aroused their ire of their Glanfathan neighbours by trespassing, sometimes accidentally, sometimes intentionally, on Engwithan runes. An Orlan of the Three-Tusk Stelgaer tribe, a mute but preternaturally gifted cipher, used her abilities to monitor the border runes and track the colonists who encroached upon them. To aid in her investigations, the Anamfath of Three-Tusk Stelgaer gave her this amulet, thought to be a relic of the Engwithans themselves. The public gift of such a revered artifact was a political move as well as a practical one, and it galvanized Glanfathan resistance to the settlers, particularly within Three-Tusk Stelgaer. It was lost, however, when the cipher was killed in a raid on a farming settlement. That might be worth buying, and it's really cheap. You know, I will get that. Thank you very much. What's a Wild Strike belt? Grants Wild Strike burn on Spirit Shift. 10% Wild Strike damage for 10 seconds. Okay, well, I don't have anything, but that's still pretty cool. This guy sells some pretty good stuff, has to be said. A beagle dog and a calico cat. That's cute. That's very cute. I mean, we could buy any of these if we wanted. What precisely does this do? It doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us what that does, but it could be good. So let's trade, yes. So, what am I actually wearing right now? Oh yeah, I've got this which gives me intellect and resolve, so we're going to get 10 focus gain instead. Who wants intellect and resolve? Probably this guy. Bigger areas of effect for spells seems good. That being said, this gives him intellect already. This also gives him intellect. I don't think the intellect stuff stacks, in fact. This has +1 from Canis Turban. Yeah, I don't think they stack properly. So there's no actual reason for him to wear Canis Turban. He still has that bonus from intellect. They don't stack. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Let me think then. 2 intellect, +1 resolve. We could always give the intellect to him. He doesn't have a good cloak. Everyone is intellect enchanted on their gear, funnily enough. Yeah, he's got pretty decent defenses already. So give you this. You can still keep this for the overseeing bonus, the ability area of effect. That's quite nice. We can give the intellect turban to someone else. I can't wear it. You can wear it. Looks awful. But intellect... Actually, no, you've already got +1 intellect. So you don't need this either. You can have the cloak of defenses stuff. Pretty good. So that's a whole bunch of defenses for you. Nice. Now you've got no deflection. So if you get hit, you'll just die. But that's okay. And he could have the turban. He doesn't have any intellect. Could knock people down for longer. You know what, Kana? You can have your turban back. I don't think you got intellect on anything else. Deflection, constitution, fortitude, will, and stuff. More endurance, yeah. And you can have this helmet, which gives you perception and resolve. Even more deflect and more accuracy. That's pretty nice. Where do we give this to him? More resolve, deflect, and accuracy. You might need it more, actually. Do this. Do you have any bonuses to resolve? Oh, you do, actually, yeah. So you don't need them. Okay. You can have this, Ader. Endurance, you can take... chainmail hood doesn't suit you. You can just be... wear nothing. What's a plumed helm look like, huh? Not very plumed. Thought a plume would have a big feather or something at the top. It doesn't. This is okay. Yeah, sure. I think that's a good shuffle of our stuff. So yes, the intellect on this is a bit overkill. We could switch that though if we wanted. We could give him might. Don't have the stuff for that. We could actually smith this. We could like enchant stuff into these things. This is really good. And it needs an artifact bonus. So what bonuses do I have? Soul Whip bonus. This is Gaun's Pledge. Accurate 2. You give me intellect bonus. Be pretty nice. +2 intellect, pretty good with a diamond. Or +2 perception with a diamond. So we need a diamond real bad. Or you could just give me might to do more damage. Get more power by doing more damage. Alright, cool. Alright, nice.
Good day, stranger.
I mean, do you sell a diamond, actually? Worth checking if you sell a diamond. You might. The primals, he's got awakened stuff. He's got a bunch of fancy stuff. No diamond. What's a worm wing? Bunch of potions. Yeah. Alright, cool. Nice little shop there. What is this now? So this is all the trading company, I suppose? Head inside and have a look. Have a look at the Valian Trading Company. Chanters can do more than just chat. Yeah, I like the Chanters a lot.
A simple test. That's settled.
Definitely be stealing. Caution flammable. Lovely. Bunch of soldiers here. These guys, so Valians are like Spanish, is what I'm picking up. Cool. What's this? Handle with care. Okay, and this is the other entrance. Vienna, hello.
Hail and well met.
The young woman stands behind the counter, watching you with quick, intelligent eyes. Welcome. This is your first visit to the Valian Trading Company, is it not? Please, let me know how I can assist you. Your tone is both professional and inquisitive. What is this place? The Valian Trading Company is an association of merchants from the Valian republics. We oversee trade deals and negotiations on behalf of our merchants. This is our warehouse where we store goods in transit. Who are you? I am the assistant manager of this warehouse. Currently, I help Verzano run things, but I'll take over when he retires, or when the company bosses back home decide it's time for new management. She rolls her eyes. Okay, farewell. So it sounds like this manager dude is actually not very good at his job, huh? Stealing.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. Esteemed Mistere Verzano, while your ambitions would dignify any sons of the Republic, your methods do not. The Dukes have asked once that you see to the business interests of all the Republics. They are not given to asking twice. Bundled navigational charts and nautical maps. Shipping manifest listing the cargo of the Principa Machiamena. 400 shark skins from Rauatai, 20 bales of blackwood from the Living Lands, and 6 dozen barrels of Adiran ale. Alright, let's talk to Mistera Verzano. A man stands in the corner of the warehouse directing traffic. Gems wink from the many rings on his fingers as he points and waves at the labourers. His silk clothes, though finely embroidered, aren't new. You notice a couple of mended seams around the shoulders and a discreet patch on one elbow.
Good day to you.
When he sees you, he throws his arms wide in an expansive welcome. Ah, greetings! You have come to the warehouse, headquarters of the Valiant Trading Company. He consults a pocket watch. Some of the gold filigree is chipped away. Ah, but you are late. I sent word to the expedition hall yesterday. The delivery cannot wait. He snaps the watch shut. What's the delivery? He tugs at his beard. I must assume then that you are not from the company I contacted the expedition hall. But you are here and they are not. It is a bag of bitter squash seeds, which are prized for their medicinal properties. Few merchants in Defiance Bay deal in them, but those who do know their value. Seems simple enough, why ask me? A frown distorts his meticulous goatee. My own couriers have been robbed and beaten these past weeks. It would seem that some of my competitors resent my success. In any case, you are not a known associate. You would be left alone, and if not, you look like you could handle yourself. As for your integrity, I suppose I'll just have to trust you, as you'll have to trust my assurances that you won't find a buyer outside of my contact. Okay, I'll do it. Claps his hands together. Excellent! Now, deliver this package to a man named Gareth at the Goose and Fox in Copper Lane. He will know what to do with it. He slips a bag of pebbly seeds into your hand. Return to me when you are done, and I'll see to your payment.
Hail, traveler.
All right. Better deliver that package, no? Business such as this is best concluded quickly. Who is that feathered woman outside? Ah, you mean Palagina. She's a paladin in the employ of the Valian embassy. Ah, she's a good soldier, but not so good at taking orders. Too hot a temper, I'm afraid. She did seem angry. That's no surprise. She's a hothead. A woman in a brotherhood of paladins, and touched by the gods in such an unusual way. Something else I can help you with, or shall I return to my business? Tell me about what you do here. I'm a merchant from Ansenze, the fairest of the Valian republics. Here in Defiance Bay, I run the Valian Trading Company. We ship cargo to and from the republics. We're part of the grandest mercantile organization in the world. Anything you can imagine, we can ship it, for a fee. I'd like to know more about this trading company. We're a confederation of merchants and traders from the republics. We sell all manner of goods and equipment, and for years we've enjoyed fruitful contracts with many shops, inns, and armourers throughout Defiance Bay. Smile flickers. Is something wrong? It is nothing. Only that competition has grown, especially fierce in recent months. But I suppose that is to be expected, given the legacy, as the locals call it. All right. Farewell. I don't know why competition would get more fierce, but okay. Got some chests we can pick.
That's settled. I can do that. That's settled.
I don't want to steal. Live specimen, do not open. Oh, I hope I haven't unlocked anything I shouldn't have and made a mess. That's okay though. Again, getting some XP, which is lovely. Our HP is pretty shaky here. You might want to rest again. Which isn't maybe ideal, but I suppose it's only a little bit of copper to rest each time. It could be worse. Where are we at? Over here, that's right. So, let's keep exploring here. A little bit. Fisherman. Over here is... What's over here? Okay, something that's being scavenged and some beer. Lovely. Go for this bridge. Otta's house. We check out the abandoned house. That had something in it, did it not? This must be the abandoned house that had something in it. Let's go investigate it very, very quick. One of these ones up here, I think. Then we can probably rest after that. Refugees. I think that there was just like scavengers in here, right? There wasn't anything. I feel like there was a house with a locked door. No, I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. No. I think there was. Let's see. Could have been in another area of town because we checked the ramshackle house. I think I checked that one as well. There's this dude's house. But again, there wasn't anything in that. There was just the dude giving like, why are you in my house? I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, there's definitely nothing going on in here. At least not yet. Okay. Probably back to the salty mass, so we can take a rest. Make ourselves comfortable. Have a good time. And turn in the quest that we picked up. Sailor there. Knocked out drunk. Good man. How's our thing doing? Is it built yet? Completed. Hey, the main hall is completed. We could get the rest here. There we go. Finish in 2 days. The Bright Hollow Restoration. Why not? Nice. We could get a Bailey. Let us upgrade the grounds further. Guess we'll find out. That's cool though. It'd be nice to pop back to our strongholds and see some of these things that we built as well. That could be kind of cool. I'm not sure how often we should check back there or what, but I mean, I guess we could. So we got a few things going on here. Let's talk to Maya first.
Hail and well met.
I talked with the ringleader and she agreed to leave you alone. Well, that's a welcome surprise and one worth celebrating. Take some coppers and enjoy yourself. And if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. You go ahead, really. I'll just wait by the bar with a glass of something that kills disease. Oh, man. I'm here for some quiet time. Quiet, loud, whoever you like it, as long as you pay up front. I've got ladies, lads, and a few I'm not quite sure about. Go talk to whoever tickles your fancy, unless you fancy Cyril, in which case you can settle with me. What can you tell me about Cyril? You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her, just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound, so they tell me. Fancy go with her. We can have it half price. I'll give you the special rate of 500 to thank you for your help with my little problem. I'd like a night with Cyril. Hey! You'll find her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellow at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Interesting. Stuck in, boys. Stuck in, boys. Gave me a deep discount at the brothel. Alright, I guess we're gonna... I mean, let's talk to Wade first. Can't a man drink in peace? Perhaps you've had enough to drink. His eyes are filled with shame and self-loathing. What do you want from me? Your son's missing. You better explain what you're doing here. It's not like that. I was taking the boy fishing and I just wanted to stop on the way for a drink. A quick one. So I told him to wait for me outside. Only meant to stay a few minutes, but by the time I came out, he was gone. You still sit here? He stares at his mug again and takes a quick drink. I don't know what I'm going to tell Ada. That's no excuse to sit here. Get your ass out there and look for him. Do you think I haven't tried? I've lived in Andra's gift all my life. When someone's been missing this long. Turns back to his drink and takes a long gulp. Wow. Great. That's fantastic. Jeez. Just gonna sit there. Like legit, just gonna sit there. Alright. So we've got to bring a package to Copper Lane. You have to go to Brackenbury. We got to go to the Scriveners in Copper Lane. We have to find some cave somewhere. We got to bring this to the dude in the cipher, which is in Brackenberry. This, we have to find someone who's interested. This is find something somewhere. Find missing stuff. We need to do that during the day. Brave Darren. So it's at the Salty Mast. Likes to play around ships. It's Yorn, dude. Heritage Hill, of course. Stolen Scroll. Could it be hidden somewhere in the brothel? Oh, I see the internet starting to go, guys. Starting to go. Hopefully this will work out okay, though. Let's go sleep with old Cyril. Because the internet's getting dodgy here. So we'll sleep with Cyril. Hey, and see what happens.
Hail, traveler.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her too prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Cyril is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you comfortable. It is rather warm in here. Oh, and just like that. What's this? Oh, Cyril's boon. Oh, wow. +2 athletics, +2 constitution, +2 dexterity. Oh, boyo.
Well met, friend.
Back again. Okay, so we get buffs for sleeping with them. I see. Extra buffs for sleeping with them. Like, is the boy in here? I don't see any boys.
Well met, friend.
And they're just...
Good day, stranger.
They don't have anything to tell us about any boy anywhere.
Gods keep
you guys have no info? No, nothing? Alright. When Nub sleeps with a lady, he always has fast mode active. Guys, thank you so much. Deactivating fast mode. I mean... He just won't talk to us, jeez. Alright.
Good day, stranger.
Hail, traveler.
They don't have anything to tell me about any boy. Doesn't seem to be in here. We should maybe investigate sailors nearby, because there's no boy in here that I can see. I mean, unless there's a hidden area. Orco. How much? So they're all pretty cheap now, because we got the discount, which is cool. Which is cool. And that actually counted as a rest as well, so I think we're all fully healed up. No? I believe so. No, oh no, we're actually not fully healed. We should probably heal up. We should probably heal up. Which might mean we lose that really nice bonus from the prostitute. We might lose the prostitute bonus.
Good day, stranger.
£500, but quiet time. I just like a room. Don't make a mess, thanks. I won't. Get bonus to dexterity. Yeah, we'll take a rest here. Then if it's daytime, we should be able to look for stuff down there. Maybe find the boy. Yeah, I've lost my prostitute bonus. Damn it! Oh, now we've learned. Now we've learned how prostitutes. You're not a boy. You're just northern now. Well then. I think this is a good spot to take a break, everybody. So yeah, let's take a break here. Our stronghold is worth every pound. Oh my god. Our stronghold is being developed. It's daytime, so we can probably the tide should be out, and we could probably explore down there. It looks like this.
We have a memorial for the Saints' War.
Stuff.
They say a Rawatai artillery master contributed to the Godhammer bomb. I wondered
Of course. You want Rawatai to be a part of this history. Will help the Deerwood. Maybe your Ranganui lied, Amawa.
Can I get down over here? Let's find out. Man, I just want to keep playing. I'm so hooked. But no, we're going to pause here. We're going to save here. And then we're going to pick things back up. We're going to pick it back up maybe later on. I'll see how things go. I don't know. Just stay tuned and we'll see what happens. I've got a World of Warcraft raid later. Depends how that goes, I guess. Is the game any good? Yes, this game is amazing. Can it run on an old Core 2 Duo? I have no clue. You probably have to Google that. I have no idea. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back next time to continue our explorations of Defiance Bay. It's pretty damn cool. How close are we to leveling up, actually? Very close. Very close to leveling up. Fantastic stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Levels incoming soon. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.